Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noise and welcome back to Stoneblock. In the last episode, we were working on making these guys, the Infinity Catalyst. And oh boy, I did some math. I didn't like the math I came up with, but I did some math. Things are going to be going very slowly unless we make some changes. So, first of all, in order to unlock all of the items I want, which is all of these items, so we're going to want the Infinity Armor, which is a helmet, the boots, we're going to want a Transmutation Tablet, which I think, yeah, that's what we have here. We're going to want the armor, the full set of armor. So that includes a pickaxe. I would like a pickaxe. I believe we need to have the pickaxe for a quest. We're going to need to have the chest plate and what is the last things? We're going to want the Sword of the Cosmos and I think the pants. Yeah. That was the only other thing missing. Yeah, so we're going to want some really, really expensive things. It's going to require a lot of Infinity Ingots. How many Infinity Ingots do we need? Well, that's the problem. We need 112 of them. If we want to make all that stuff, we need 112 ingots. Now, that doesn't seem like that much. It's a little under 2 stacks. And so, what's so bad about that? Well, the 112 ingots of Infinity Ingots, plus the extra Infinity Catalysts that we'll need, that aren't ingots, there's exactly 5 of those. We're going to need 1,237 catalysts. These are 3 billion EMC each, and that's the easier way to make them. So we're going to need a lot of EMC. On top of that, to make all of the stuff that we need, we're going to need a lot of neutronium ingots as well. In total, we're going to need just shy of 3,000. So we have a lot of things that we need to make, and a lot of that is EMC, and a lot of it is neutronium. So what are we going to do? Well, I have a plan. One, we have about 2.5 stacks. This is, if we add these together, you'll notice that they are, it's 150 of the Neutron Collectors. We're going to set those up today. And I have a bunch of emerald chicken eggs. Why would I have emerald chicken eggs? Well, I discovered something. This is called Roost. So, to explain, we're going to have some explanation. I'm going to go build some stuff in the mining dimension, and then I'm going to wait off camera for a while, and hopefully in today's episode, if everything goes well, we will be able to at least start making some Infinity Ingots, which I've already started to set up the Crystal Matrix Ingots. This is the first stack. We need a lot more. But if we pop up here to our chickens, I don't know why I'm getting weird lag spikes. It's kind of odd. Anyways, this is hatchery. So the chickens are from a mod that is called, I think it's just called More Chickens. If I add more chickens, yeah, More Chickens is the mod that gives us a lot of the stuff. But yeah, we have been working with hatchery for most of the time to make all of the different chickens and have them running and all that kind of stuff. But there is another mod in this pack that allows you to farm chickens like that, and it is called Roost. And I have that set up right over here. Now this is really nice because Roost just makes the product. You can put chickens in here, and I will show off how to do that because this is an actual item. And basically, you can put up to like 16 in each roost, and we're gonna have let's see, a 3x3 at least. We might go to a 5x5 of roosted chickens, and hopefully that will be good enough. By the way, I made a thing called a Conduit Probe. This is going to help for getting the Neutron Collectors set up. The recipe for that is pretty simple. Just some iron, electrical steel, a Yeta wrench, and some grains of infinity. Nothing too difficult. But yeah, this is how we're going to do things. So we're going to set up a little bit of a farm. And there is a block that we can use. So first of all, we're going to need not that many, but we'll take that many of these roosts. Let's just take a stack. We're never going to use a stack. We're going to use like maybe 25. And that is like max. But Roost Collector, we're going to need a chicken. And so... Oh, I didn't think of that part. I guess we have quite a few eggs. Can we potentially spawn a chicken? Yes, we can. So in here, in the quantum bag, I have some nests. And we should be able to put a nest down and put an egg in there. And then we'll just bottle of time it, which works really well. And then we grab another item that I don't have in my inventory right now, this chicken collector. And this thing is super useful. This allows you to collect chickens. It is from Roost, obviously. And it is how we get the emerald chickens to be in the container, basically. So I'm going to start setting this up a little bit and show you guys what I'm planning on doing. So last time, we've got to grow him as well. Which is a little annoying, but it's fine. So the big thing we did last time was we set up this EMC setup to get Infinity Catalyst, and I've been AFK'd here for a couple of hours, and so hopefully we should have maybe one thing of catalysts, but we need a lot, and that's we need to speed things up. So once this guy grows, we bop him in the head and he becomes an item. And then we should be able to make the chicken, the Roost Collector. I don't know if we're actually going to use this or not, but we can put the chicken in there and make it. Now before we do anything else, let's just make sure we have an extra, just in case. So yeah, I think I have everything we need. Let's head off to the mining dimension, because this is where we're going to do everything. And we're going to try to keep it all relatively close together so that we can use the power of the Watch of Flowing Time to make things really, really good. So, yeah, this is the area that is chunk loaded. And so what we're going to do is we'll put another system right here. So let's just do a 3x3 for now. And these guys are going to be making emeralds. So emeralds is like the best EMC that I have that I can get from chickens. And then the only other thing to do is we're going to make an oak fence. I guess right here. And I guess we can just break this. And what I want to do is grab some chicken nests. And then I have a bunch of eggs. I've been collecting these. The other thing I can always do is put a chicken in another one of these to get even more eggs. And if we do this, so those guys are going to go really slow, but if we right click that, they should go faster. If they are in range, which they are not there, but that's fine. I'll probably end up moving this thing. How close? Ooh, wow. I have been AFK'd for a few hours. Granted, I hadn't had that on. But yeah, we'll get some chickens, we'll get them in there, and see how that works. So, the Roost Collector, I think we could put here, and we're just going to throw some chickens in there. And I'll do a lot of this stuff kind of as needed, but this should collect the emeralds. And then what we're going to do... Yeah, so those three got hit by it. I wonder... 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4... 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like it's a 5 by 5 area, but I'm not sure. So I might move that stuff over. And a lot of this doesn't really matter too much. Something else, because we can always put up more watches of flowing times. And you know what? Let's actually do that. Not in that chunk. Let's do it in this chunk. And so the other thing we're going to do is we're going to have... Let's get everything out that we need. I have a bunch of seeds just in case I get all of the chickens. I can make them grow up a little bit faster if need be. But yeah, let's do something like this. We'll put this here. We're going to put neutronium ingots, not like that. Let's, I guess, bring this down to the neutrons. And I guess it doesn't matter once we have it like that. And all I'm going to do for this is set up a system so that we have a bunch of these neutron collectors, kind of like so. So we're going to do, you know, one on each side. Actually, what's going to be the best way to do this? Because we can put 5 on one single, like, piece. And so that's kind of what I was thinking, but it's going to be annoying to have it, like, go into here. But we can always do something like this. And I think we'll want something like this. 1, 1. And yeah, this should be fine. Other than it'll now be difficult to get this. So I'll figure something out with this, but basically I'm going to put down 150 of these neutron collectors and put them all into this guy. What I can probably do is just break these. And, you know, we'll have one here, 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 and something like that. And then one on the front. And the Conduit Probe, not Conduit Code. This thing is really, really useful. It has a copy-paste feature, so we can do extract, always active. And I like to change the color for these. But if we shift right-click, we copy, and then we can just right-click, and it will change the settings very quickly and easily. And then all we have to do is put this to be insert red. And that's it. So I will need to set up basically a bunch of these. And we could also do them on this side as well, where we do basically the same thing. Now the ones in the middle, I don't care about. These connections, I don't care about because they don't matter. What matters is the one that comes off. So this is going to be, what, 20 right there. And then I can also go upwards, and it'll all work pretty nicely. So we have more chickens, and I want to see how this is doing. So, you know what? Let's actually move this closer to these guys. So if I just put this like here, it should reach. I guess we could put it there. That'll work. And this should, yes, it very much activates. And this is collecting the emeralds, which is good. That's what I want to see. So even better than all of that, we can take this and pop those guys out. These will eventually grow, and we can put more chickens in here, and it will go even faster. And we get quite a few emeralds for this. So then what we can do, and this might need to be upgraded a little bit. If it does, I will deal with that later. But we can just insert into here, extract, always active, and it's going to put the emeralds in there. And then I just put the infinity catalyst like that, and it will pretty quickly start giving us a bunch of emeralds. Now, obviously, I am going to need to speed upgrade this, because once we have all of these filled, and I believe it can have up to 16 each, things are going to get a little bit faster. So, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take some time. I'm going to fill up each of these guys with 16 emeralds each, or 16 emerald chickens each, and I'm going to set this up, and then I will record another clip before my long AFK session, and just basically show off what we have before we start getting a couple more of these guys placed around. I might demolish this. This is not terribly useful. Something cool we can do is this is 37 million EMC. Nowhere close what we need, but we could turn it into something expensive, like, I don't know, maybe emeralds or neutron collectors, and then throw that in here. And this is already at 4 million. So, yeah, this is a lot of EMC, but not nearly as much as we need. And it's going to be easier just to kind of have more space. So, that is what I'm going to do. I will be back once I have all that built, and then there's the AFKing. So, yeah, I have a very long time to get this episode. I have a lot of work to do. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, I will be back once I have all that stuff built. So that did not take all that long, all things considered. What is over there? There's something. Oh, it's oil. And things are looking a lot different here. So first of all, these are the last of the chickens that we need to collect for this 3x3 of roosts. And I want to make, note of, this is expandable. If we want more of these, we can easily do that. We can also pull out the inventories with just conduits. That would be fine. I did add up some speed upgrades, and this is going pretty quickly. This has almost 1 billion EMC in it already, and it should be noted as well that all of the other stuff, all of the EMC from both the other condensers as well as the condensers themselves, and everything that was here before is in there. So it's gotten a little bit of a boost, but if we wanted to make this a 5x5 or do 4 3x3s, we could very easily do that. There is a limit to how much the Roost collector can actually collect, and it seems to be keeping up with this just fine. And then the other thing that we can always do, just for fun, is speed these guys up. So real quick, let's turn that off. So this is how quickly it goes normally. It's still pretty quick. Tick accelerated with the bottle of time, also pretty quick. But with both of them combined, here's the not tick accelerated with the bottle of time, and there is. So we can get a lot of emeralds very quickly this way, and it shouldn't back up or anything. At least I don't think it would. But the collector helps with not having to use a bunch of conduits, basically, which is what I've been avoiding there. So this looks a lot different than what I was building just a few moments ago, and the reason being is because of that thing right there. So this is actually 151 collectors. I had to add in another one just to make it somewhat symmetrical, and it's mostly symmetrical. It's not entirely perfect, but whatever, doesn't matter. And a lot of it is just because of running wires and all that kind of stuff. But the cool thing is, if we hit F3 and B, which unfortunately brings up a new waypoint, it also brings up hitboxes. So this is the hitbox, aka the range for the dark matter pedestal. Anything in this area, the dark matter pedestal will tick accelerate. And this just happens to have all of these neutron collectors in there. So when I accelerate this, all these guys will start going a lot faster. And all of them, from this corner to over here, they'll all go really fast. And hopefully that will allow us to collect a ton of neutronium ingots fairly quickly. Now, I'm going to have to AFK here for quite a while, and there is a good chance... There is something there. There's a hitbox of something. And I don't know what it is. Yeah, there is some bugginess with the world, but it's fine. Let's turn the hitboxes off. So, yeah, this is going to go pretty quickly. But it's not going to be super quick, so I might expand with more Roosts. By the way, 16 is the most they stack to, so that's the most you can have. If I took some out and tried to put them in here, it wouldn't. They stack to 16. That's it. So, yeah, I have some AFKing to do. But hopefully when we come back, I will have everything I need. Which is, like, if my math is correct, and it is late, and I did it by hand instead of using a calculator, but if my math is correct, we need about 17 stacks of Infinity Catalyst, so that's going to take some time, and we're going to need, like I said before, almost 3,000 Neutronium, which I have placed upgrades in this, so hopefully that'll help. But yeah, so I'm going to AFK here for a while, and hopefully, for you guys in a few moments, it's going to be, hey, I have all the stuff, and we can worry about crafting everything and finishing up all the quests. Probably in the next episode is when we'll do that, but we'll see how I'm feeling once we have it. We'll probably make some of the stuff, but yeah, this should be enough with AFKing. It's this that we might want to expand, and I might make it a 5x5. I might make it more so. I need to check the range on these. I think these have a range of 5x5, and I want to keep the Roost Collectors at a minimum, but they can only sustain like a 3x3. They can't really do too much more than that, I think. But yeah, because as you can see, they are emptying out pretty much as soon as they get filled. So that is good. But I'm going to do some testing and probably expansion on this stuff. I hopefully don't have to use conduits because I will need to upgrade them. But we'll see. Anyways, yeah, I will see you guys for me in a couple of days probably. And for you guys in the matter of moments. So yeah, be back once I have some progress. Oh boy, it has been a couple of days for me, and well, some good news and some bad news. So first of all, I have upgraded my whole setup. We have now 3 of these 3x3 Roost filled with 16 10 emerald chickens. Now these guys are being powered up by, well, 9 watch of flowing time. So yeah, these go pretty fast. We're getting basically an Infinity Catalyst about every 4 minutes, and I let this run overnight, quite literally overnight. I just kind of sat in the sky. Nothing spawns in here, and hunger really doesn't go down unless I'm moving or anything like that, so no big deal. But yeah, it's gonna take a while. So I figured let's go ahead and finish up this episode. I want to do a few more things. We're going to make a couple of things. We'll get some stuff set up, and I wanted to kind of talk about something that I discovered. Discovered is not necessarily. I researched, and it still works. Oh, this is scary. So we have the dark matter pedestals with the Watch of Flowing Times. If I right-click this, it activates. And we start getting a lot of emeralds. But I can also ball of time it, and it does sort of work. So here is the problem. If I do forge TPS, tick speed. So in this dimension, which is the mining world, the mean tick time now is 104 milliseconds. We have approximately 10 ticks per second. Now, if you're not familiar with technical Minecraft stuff, what that basically means is this world is lagging. Not, you know, graphically. I can see just fine. We're still getting plenty of FPS. No. The world itself is lagging. And so it actually slows down the production of all this stuff. I'm actually gonna Yeah, do that. So what's it supposed to be normally? Well, it's supposed to be 20 ticks per second. That is normal with a mean tick time of 1.8 milliseconds is pretty good. That's just fine. But yeah, so what that all means is basically the game will run in cycles. It does ticks. If you're familiar with like redstone ticks, a repeater tick is like, I think it's, oh, which direction is it? I think there's 40 ticks of redstone and there's 20 ticks of game per second in a normal Minecraft world. That is running optimally. And so that is lagging the system, the game itself. So yeah, having all of these do stack, turning multiple ones of these on will increase how fast it's going. They do not affect each other. That is something that does not exist, but they will affect the same things in their area multiple times. So this whole setup gets me a catalyst about every 4 minutes. It's a little bit less, and that's still forever to get all that we need. But we have quite a few, and as for these guys, we have almost exactly how many we need. We need probably about 200 more neutronium. So I'm just going to pick this thing up and take it with us. So what we're going to do, this episode is already decently long. Also, enemies like to completely disappear. There's a zombie pigman, and yeah, the game doesn't know if he's there or not. The game is starting to act weird, which is one of the risks of using the watch as a flowing time. But yeah, we should be able to handle things. I have 19 infinity catalysts in here. We can actually make it a even 20 ingots with no problem. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to make 20 infinity ingots. So we're going to need enough neutronium to do that. And let's just get all of this. We're going to need a lot of neutronium for this. But let's just do it this way. Every 3-ish will work. Okay, so this is really annoying to do. I wish I could shift click and like auto complete the recipes, but you can't with this. So we're just gonna get as much of the stuff in here as we can. And there is infinity ingots. We can go ahead and make 20 of them. Cool. So that is a quest, obviously. This is what we've been working towards. And yeah, we're going to get a loot chest, nothing else. And it wants us to make the infinity armor next. But, well, that's not going to be easy to do. So what we're going to do instead, and I'm just going to shift click all this stuff down. We're going to need one of these guys. And we're going to make the sword. So the sword is incredibly powerful. It requires 2 neutronium for a like handle. And then is it 4 or is it 6? It is 4. And then the rest is infinity ingots. And I believe there's like 16 in this. Yeah, that looks like 16. So we can put 4 away. And it's something like this. Yeah, it's exactly like that. And we now have the Sword of the Cosmos. Now this sword is broken. It is amazing and I love it. So do we have about 200 neutronium up here? Might actually be close. I don't know if this has been loaded. How much? There's 100. So, yeah, we're gonna need more neutronium. That's fine. I'll take this back to the mining dimension later. Let's go and open the loot chest. We got some yellow rate. Don't really care. And we do have 4 infinity ingots left. And it's not really enough to do anything with. The leggings require 10, and I think that's the least that any of the armor pieces require. So, yeah, we need to do something about that. But there's another thing we need to do, and it'll give me something to do, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. We're going to... Actually, we can go ahead and take these guys. By the way, this just has infinite attack. Infinite attack, there we go. Words. Which is good, but also means that we don't get like a ton of loot. The skull swords give us looting 25, which is really nice. But yeah, this sword is I thought it was unbreakable. Maybe it's not. But anyways, we need to get some Gaia Spirit Ingots. It also looks really cool. And to get that, we're going to need a beacon, which I don't think... Nope, never made. So we're going to need a beacon. Nothing too difficult with that. We're going to need some iron blocks or whatever. Let's flex and use diamonds. Any sort of beacon base. We just need to make an actual beacon. I would like my Botania book. Preferably the one that is with the elves. And then we're going to need a few more things. We're going to need some Elementium Pylons. Probably going to be easier just to do Pylons. They're called Gaia Pylons. There we go. Okay, so it's just mana Pylons. We're going to need 4 of these. And some Elementium and Pixie Dust, which we should have. I mean, we have Elementium. We have 400 ingots. Plus 800 nuggets from our chickens. And the Pixie Dust, we have about a stack. So we should be more than capable of making that. Alright, so now we're going to head back to the mining dimension. Because it's time for a boss fight. And I actually don't know if this boss fight is going to be super easy or just moderately easy. But we need to fight the Gaia Guardian. This is Botania's boss. There's 2 ways to fight him. And we just need a nice open area. I think right here will be fine. We just need to mine up an area so we can put our blocks down. And I believe this is all we need. Just the beacon in the middle. It needs to be active. And then if we go... Ritual of Gaia. There we go. So, visualize. Let's break this. No. Unvisualize. Whoa. That opened up a website. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do it there. So hopefully that didn't mess up anything with the recording. But the big thing is we need to put pylons here, 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 and here. And that's really all I need. So unvisualize. We need to put this here. So Gaia Pylons. And I want to get rid of the blocks underneath them. Actually, yeah, we're going to get rid of the blocks underneath them. We don't need them. But the Gaia Guardian is not the most difficult boss. We'll see how it goes. But all we have to do is right-click a Terra Steel Ingot on this. Sacrifice it, basically. And we should be fine. So, I guess... I mean, worst case scenario, we die. Oh well. But we should be fine. So let's just do this. And the Gaia Guardian, the Guardian of Gaia, looks a little bit different than he used to. It used to look like the... there he is. And he's dead. There's also pixies. They're dead. We're doing infinite damage. Now, we can also fight the stronger Gaia Guardian, the tier 2 fight, which gives us more stuff. So we just need to make a Gaia Spirit Ingot out of Terra Steel and these Gaia Spirits that he drops, and do the exact same thing. And he's going to be a little bit stronger. Also, he takes your skin, which is kind of cool. It's hard to tell, but he's dead. And we get some runes, we get some cool stuff, and we get a lot more Gaia Spirits. So we're going to need 4 Gaia Spirits ingots. So yeah, we have that. We can do this more if we want to, but we don't have to. He also drops Black Lotuses and this Dice of Fate, which is something that's really cool. The Dice of Fate, you can roll it, and you get a chance of getting 1 of 6 items, which are all really good. So we're going to roll it. And I got my favorite. So we got the Key of King's Law, which I don't think we can use. No, you need to have mana to use this, but it's a really cool weapon. It's completely like useless, all things considered, but it's really cool looking, and it's a lot of fun to use. So I enjoy getting it. It's one of my favorite like effects. Let's go ahead and get the Gaia's Pure Ingots that we need. And you know what? Let's see if we can't get some mana, just to show off this item, because I enjoy it so much. And then I am going to AFK for basically the next week, and hopefully have enough stuff to get the armor that we need, and you know, get the rest of the Infinity Catalyst that we need, so that we can we'll finish up the series. So if we can get all that stuff, we can go kill the Chaos Guardian very easily. We'll get the World Breaker before we do that, just so that we can collect a ton of Chaos Shards, because we are going to need 2 of these things. So that's 2 Chaotic Cores, and I'll make sure I have enough of everything so that we can make everything that we need. So we just need 2 more Infinity Catalysts to get the, or 2 more Infinity Ingots to get the Transmutation Tablet, and then we can go from there. So the last thing I want to do was the Mana Tablet. Do we have? Let's see. We're gonna need to make a Mana Tablet, which is just some living rock. This is more effort than it's worth, to be perfectly honest. But whatever. Of course I put the Pure Daisies away. And, you know what, can we get the floating flowers? So to get this, we need a floating flower. So we need a pasture seed and some sort of glimmering flower. So let's get a flower. A pasture seed is, I believe, just normal seeds. No, it's grass. So we're gonna need bone meal and shears. Apologies, this is gonna take some time, but it'll make things a little bit easier. Do I have any grass in here? I can put grass down. And we shear it. Okay, so then we just need a piece of dirt. And that's it. So we can come up here, throw the grass in there, get the pasture seed, get a floating flower, combine it with the Pure Daisy to get a floating Pure Daisy, and then this can be placed wherever we want. And we don't have to have grass underneath it, because it already has. So we just do that. We'll wait. Can I time in a bottle this? Indeed you can. Cool. I didn't know if that was possible or not. Let's see. We're going to want some lotuses. And we're going to need a mana tablet. So mana tablets are basically just mana you can carry. And we may need our wand of the forest. So let's see. We'll come up here. We want to switch that so the mana pool gives mana off. And it has a little bit of mana now. We'll throw in a bunch of Blacker Lotuses. We'll get a little bit more. And then that should be good. Okay, let's go back to the mining dimension now that we have this. I believe we can also put that on baubles. That's offhand. No? Okay. And I believe there is a way. You can see a little bar underneath my experience. A little blue bar once we get back into the mining dimension. And that is our mana. So we could just do this right here. So this thing, we just hold it. It makes a bunch of things. And we can fire them. Kind of cool. It doesn't do all that much damage, to be perfectly honest. But the cool thing is, when we do it this way, it looks so neat. And then it fires them. It's such a cool effect, and I love it. But that is going to be it for today's episode. All we have left to do is to wait for Infinity Catalyst and get the rest of these. And then after that, we just need to go kill the Chaos Guardian, which will be a one-shot with the sword. Get some chaotic shards, rather, to make the chaotic cores. And that's pretty much it. We'll be at that point pretty much done. So I have a lot of AFKing to do. I'm going to do that, and hopefully it won't take too long, and we'll be able to finish this up in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!